Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 14th episode of the first season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode, it was Sheldon against his friends again, but this time it was him being consistent. I'm smarter than everybody else. I can take you on. It was basically a quiz or a competition, teams of 4, you know, against each other, and basically physics questions, and he thought that he could beat the team of obviously Leonard, Raj, Howard, and this time obviously Leslie was in there taking the 4th spot. She wanted to take down Sheldon. He thought he could beat all of them on his own. Now he kept it up there and pretty much got all the way to the end, to the final question. It was winner takes all. Now Leonard's team, they got it wrong and it was down to Sheldon and he couldn't get it himself, so obviously he's going to lose. His teammate come in, give the right answer. He didn't want to take it. He wanted to say that basically, you know, I'm the team, I'm the smart one, I'm not going to accept any other questions, and basically he just forfeited the competition. He lost. Obviously everybody else won, and the moral of the story was it's better to work together. Now again, I liked it because it wasn't him being selfish. It kind of was him being selfish, but that's it, because it wasn't him really being that hardcore selfish. It was him being himself, which is what we love to see. Do you know what I mean? He stays there, he tries to be smarter than everybody else, and that's the Sheldon that we actually know, and I feel like I'd like that to stay consistent throughout the whole entire show, to be honest, because it's fun when he thinks that he outsmarts everyone, and then somebody comes in and puts him in his place. Leslie's done it, the 15-year-old from North Korea done it, do you know what I mean? And last episode, he lost as well to Leonard, which is really, really good, and it just shows that obviously, no matter how smart you are, do you know what I mean, not every day is your day, and you can actually be defeated, and it's always funny to see him as well, because he's a little bit of a sore loser. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
I asked for turkey and roast beef with lettuce and Swiss on whole wheat.
What did they give you?
Turkey and roast beef with Swiss and lettuce on whole wheat. It's the right ingredients, but in the wrong order. They might as well drag this thing through a car wash.
Mate, that sandwich looks good.
I don't believe it. Some guy is auctioning off a miniature time machine prop from the original film and no one is bidding on it.
A time machine from the movie The Time Machine?
No, a time machine from Sophie's Choice.
There's only 30 seconds left in the auction.
Do you have $800?
Not to blow on a miniature time machine.
Well, don't worry. The way these things work is people wait until the last second to bid, and then they swoop in and get it. It's called sniping.
4, snipe.
3,
Snipe.
2,
Snipe!
1. Ah, congratulations. You are the proud owner of a miniature time machine.
I still don't understand why no one else bid.
That is big, that. That is actually really big.
I understand why no one else bid.
That is really big. The thing is as well, right, why would Sheldon have to put $200 in? Because it's already going to be in his place. Regardless of whether he actually put his money in, it's always going to be there with Leonard. You know what I mean? So in reality, if I wanted it anyway, I would have just said, nah, it's fine, mate. You know, he could do that. You put the bid in, it's your fault. It's not mine.
Did the listing actually say miniature?
I just assumed. How are we gonna get it upstairs?
That is true. They're going to have to dismantle it. I don't think it'll go around.
In the elevator.
Yes, but the elevator's been broken for 2 years.
When the Mars rover started pulling to the left, I performed a front-end alignment from 62 million miles away.
Yep, it's broke.
No, that baby's broken.
If I push any harder, I'm gonna give birth to my colon.
I can't feel my fingers. Hurry up.
It's the same amount of work no matter how fast you go. Basic physics.
What is it?
Time machine.
Yeah, okay, neat, but I really gotta get to work, so.
Just give us a few minutes.
I don't have a few minutes, I'm running really late.
Then I have a simple solution. Go up to the roof, hop over to the next building. There's a small gap. Don't look down if you're subject to vertigo, and use their stairwell.
If you wait for us to set up the time machine, I can drop you off at work yesterday. Time travel joke. It's not, never mind.
For what it's worth, I thought it was humorous.
I love it when he actually does that.
Yeah, it is by far the coolest thing I have ever owned.
The exact time machine that carried actor Rod Taylor from Victorian England into the post-apocalyptic future.
Who lives next to me is always like, I have a jacuzzi on my balcony. I have a jacuzzi on my balcony. But wait until I tell him, I've got a time machine on my balcony.
All right, I think we're going to need some ground rules. In addition to the expected no shoes in the time machine and no eating in the time machine, I propose that we add pants must be worn at all times in the time machine.
Okay, I am setting the dials for March 10th, 1876.
Since the time machine doesn't move in space, you'll end up in 1876 Pasadena.
Yeah, and even if you can make it to Boston, what are you gonna do? Knock on the door and say to Mrs. Bell, "Hey, Mrs. Bell, big fan of your husband. Can I come in and watch him invent the telephone?"
I have a solution. First, go into the future and obtain a cloaking device, which would be January 10th, 2328 by pre-Federation reckoning.
Okay, I am setting the dials for January 10th, 2328.
Yes, that is actually pretty sick, that. We committed to it. That's really good.
That was fun.
My turn.
Okay, first of all, what you call a gap was nearly 3 feet wide. I slipped and skinned my knee.
Are you okay?
I've lost an entire day's pay thanks to this.
Time machine.
The lights flash in the dish bins. You want to try it?
No! God, you are grown men! Oh, please, it's not a time machine. If anything, it looks like something Elton John would drive through the Everglades.
It only moves in time. It would be worse than useless in a swamp.
Pathetic. All of you, completely pathetic.
I mean, if he's upset that she said it's pathetic and he's now like reassessing, like, are we pathetic for being this old and being in this time machine, then I mean, I feel sorry for him, because that is not, like, she's called that pathetic, but that's her opinion. Like, everybody has different opinions. Somebody could say I'm pathetic, sat here doing this, you know what I mean? Like, I could say you're pathetic because, I don't know, you like baking or something, you know what I mean? Go outside and do something fun. It's just people's opinions, you know what I mean? If everybody was the same, the whole world would be absolutely boring, you know what I mean? Everybody's got to have their own hobbies, their own interests, you know, their own ways they can entertain themselves. And I think that, first of all, I'm never as smart as any of these people, and half the time I don't even know what they're talking about, but I respect that there's people that are that smart out there, that their entertainment is completely different to what I would do. You know what I mean? Like, I was like next level smart like Sheldon, and obviously my interest in entertainment and things that I'm going to focus and put my time into are going to be stuff that's way more intellectually advanced than I currently am. So like I probably think stuff like, I don't know, teleportation and Star Trek and all these things in the quantum physics are like all amazing, and that's my entertainment. And to a regular Joe Bloggs who doesn't know anything about it, you could be like, they're nerds, they're sad them. Do you know what I mean? Get something better to do, go sit in a pub. It's like, well, that's your opinion. You could just flip that and say you're boring. Do you know what I mean? So I think what they're doing there is pretty cool, to be honest. I actually thought that teamwork's a dream work there when they actually sat in there. He just pulled the lever. He never even told them to do anything, and all of them just went boom like that, all in sync, started fast forwarding. I thought it was really good. They give him a clap as well, actually, because he played it off really well.
Leonard, it's 2 in the morning, so it's my turn. Why'd you set it for the day before yesterday?
Because I want to go back and keep myself from getting a time machine.
If you were to travel back in time and say, knock me unconscious, you would not then have the conversation that irritated you, motivating you to go back and knock me unconscious. It won't change the past.
But it'd make the present so much nicer.
First the late hour, then your demeanor seems very low energy, plus your irritability.
Yes, I'm upset.
I usually pick up on those things. Good for me.
Which that's why.
You want to talk about what's
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Wow, I'm on fire tonight. But your inability to successfully woo Penny long predates your acquisition of the time machine. Rod Taylor got Yvette Mimieux with that very time machine. In Back to the Future, Marty McFly got the opportunity to hook up with his extremely attractive young mother.
Come on,
You know,
guys,
just...
push.
If
Oh,
I
there we
push
go.
any harder, I'm gonna give birth to my colon.
Time machine.
Yeah, okay, neat, but I really gotta get to work, so.
No problem.
He looks well different with his glasses.
Leonard.
It's still my turn.
I'm packing up all my collectibles and taking them down to the comic book store to sell.
Was that really necessary? If you need money, you can always sell blood.
I don't want it anymore.
Why?
Just personal reasons.
My spidey sense tells me this has something to do with Penny.
Look, do you want to buy me out or not?
I'll give you $100, which will make me half owner, and we'll put it on my balcony.
No more toys or action figures or props or replicas or costumes or robots or Darth Vader voice changers. I'm getting rid of all of it.
You can't do that. Look what you've created here. It's like NERDVANA.
I call dibs on your Golden Age Flash.
Hang on, I need that to complete my Justice Society of America collection.
Too bad, I call dibs.
You can't just call dibs.
I can. I did look up dibs on Wikipedia.
Get it, guys. If I sell to one of you, the other two are gonna be really mad at me.
Who cares as long as you pick me? I can't let you do this.
Sheldon, get out of my way. I did not want to do this, but
He's gonna open a box.
The rare mint condition production error Star Trek: The Next Generation Geordi LaForge without his visor in the original packaging. If you do not get out of my way, I will open it.
Okay, man, be cool.
Little miss, grown-ups don't play with toys. If I went into that apartment right now, would I not find Beanie Babies? Are you not an accumulator of Care Bears and My Little Ponies? And who is that Japanese feline I see frolicking on your shorts? Hello, hello, kitty.
You are a great guy, and it is the things you love that make you who you are.
I guess that makes me large breasts.
Penny,
Hi, Mike.
you ready to go?
Yeah, I just have to change.
I'll give you a hand.
Oh, stop it. Bye, guys.
My turn on the time machine.
There we go. That's what I mean. Never change for anyone, man. Stay yourself. Stay true.
They said I was mad, but it worked.
Oh, no, not Morlocks.
Sheldon, are you okay?
We have to get rid of the time machine.
I'm glad you agree. I hired some guys to help us move it. Come on in, fellas.
Oh, no, more locks? Eat him, eat him.
The thing is, though, yeah, if they do want to get rid of it, you've just had Raj and Howard there who's ready to obviously put in a good price to take it themselves, you know what I mean? So, like, they've got no trouble shifting it. Now, again, my favourite part of the episode has to be the part where he fast-forwarded and everybody kind of fast-forwarded themselves. You know, they pretended that they was moving ahead and all started, like, running and turning and twisting and all that and reading books and flicking and sitting down. I just thought it was really good, you know. I actually would like, I mean, it don't have to happen, and it wouldn't, but, like, I would have liked him to do just a random episode, you know, like, where it's like, right, we're going to go to the future, and then, like, we just get, like the dream, like we just had then fast forward to the future and everything be different, and we just kind of get a little bit of a different episode, do you know what I mean? And then you could just obviously flip back to the present and was like, yeah, that never happened, but we actually visually seen a different type of vibe and scenario in the episode, do you know what I mean? I thought it was really good. To be honest, yeah, I've got to say, I feel like the show goes maybe up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down in some of the episodes. I feel like the last two, because I seem to sit here and watch them in twos if I can do, which is good. Obviously, go back to back, and like I feel like the last two, 13 and 14, have been better than 10 and 11. You know what I mean? And 12. So I don't know. I do like it. I feel like the show's decent, to be honest. It makes me laugh and smile, which is all you want really when you're watching a comedy. And like I said, they're only 20 minutes. You dip in and out. You know, if one was just a bit meh, you know what I mean, you can move on to the next one. I don't know. I feel like today anyway, I've obviously watched 13 and 14. I've really enjoyed it. I thought they'd been two good episodes, so it does excite me obviously to get in and finish off season 1. Because I always feel like season 1 is the start, and you progress and get better going on once you get renewed. And we know it's on for a long time, which means that we know it gets better. And I'm excited to see obviously what we do with it. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope the guys enjoyed it. You know what? I'm actually happy at the end that Leonard didn't actually go and sell his stuff. You know, let's be honest. Nobody should ever change to please somebody else. You know what I mean? So, like, whether it's to be in a relationship or to have friends, you shouldn't actually have to mask a personality or change yourself to be accepted by the others that you want, obviously, to be around. So basically, if he wants to be with Penny, he shouldn't have to change who he is and what his interests are just to be with somebody. It doesn't make any sense, because he's no longer being Leonard, he's being somebody else. And it's the same with friendship groups as well, you know what I mean? You shouldn't have to change your interests and your hobbies just to be accepted with a group of people that you feel like you should be around. And regardless of your age and whatever you're into, whether it's nerdy sci-fi stuff or whether it's video games or whether it's mathematics or, you know what I mean, going outside and being active and going gym or quad biking or something, whatever it is, you rock and roll with it. Don't change it for anyone. And I like how in today's episode, obviously, he was going to, and his friends was trying to stand by him as well. I'm not letting you sell this. I'm not letting you do that. This is who you are. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously the reason why he ended up sticking with it is because obviously he was doing it all for Penny, for somebody else. He wasn't doing it for him. He was doing it for someone else. And the fact is, you know, sounded like he was going to ask her out on a date, and she's already got one. Again, come up, obviously, ran into the room and kind of pretty much squashed his hopes, to be honest. And again, you know, what I would like is, if Penny's going on these dates, I would like to see more of the dates, maybe making cameos or being in the show a couple of episodes here and there, just bring another person in. Like I said, when Leslie dips in, it's good. Maybe bring, obviously, Penny's new date in for 1 or 2. Don't have to be in it for long, but, you know, he can have a conversation with Leonard and see how Leonard reacts and see if he can compete with him. Remember, like, how that guy was in it the first time? Her ex-boyfriend. I do think it's good when we drip and drop people in, but like I said, you know, last 2 episodes, really enjoyed it. Can't wait for the next one. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. If you did, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.